Okay, so if you're learning Spanish, I'm willing to bet you've hit this wall. Bueno versus bien. They both kind of mean good, right? But using the wrong one can make you sound, well, just a little off. So today, we are going to clear this up for you, once and for all.
So, have you ever been in this situation? Someone asks you, ¿Cómo estás? And your mind just goes blank for a second? Is it estoy bueno or estoy bien? That little moment of panic? Yeah, we're getting rid of that today. For good.
And here it is, the one simple key that unlocks everything. Bueno is for nouns, for things. Bien is for actions, for how things are done. If you can just burn this one distinction into your brain, you've honestly solved 90% of the problem right there.
All right, so let's zoom in on bueno first. The easiest way to think about this word is that it's your go-to descriptor for people, places, and things. It works almost exactly like the word good does in English. So officially, the grammar term is adjective, but all that really means is that its whole job is to tell you about a noun's quality. Is it a good movie, a good restaurant, a good friend? Bueno is the word that answers the question, what kind of?
Okay, but here's the one catch with bueno, and it's a classic Spanish thing. It has to change to match the noun it's talking about. So, for a masculine thing like a book, you get buen libro. For a feminine thing like an idea, it changes to buena idea. And you guessed it, it does the same thing for plurals. You've got buenos amigos and buenas películas. They just have to agree. And here's a super cool shortcut that'll make you sound way more natural. Whenever bueno comes before a masculine noun, you just chop the O right off the end. It becomes buen. So instead of saying un libro bueno, you say un buen libro. Simple as that, right?
Now this is where it gets really interesting, especially with those two tricky verbs, ser and estar. When you use bueno with ser, you're talking about a permanent quality, like someone's core personality. Ella es buena means she's just a fundamentally good person. But with estar, it's all about a temporary state. La sopa está buena. That soup tastes amazing right now.
All right, that was bueno. Now let's switch gears to its partner in crime, bien. And if bueno's for things, bien is all about actions. Just think of it as the word well in English. And trust me, this one's a lot easier.
So bien is an adverb. Its job is to describe how an action is done. And here's the best news you'll hear all day. Bien never ever changes. No masculine, no feminine, no plural, nothing to worry about. It's always just bien. How great is that? And you can see its two main jobs right here. First, it describes how something happens. Ella canta bien. How does she sing? She sings well. And second, and this is super important, you use it with estar to talk about how you're feeling. Estoy bien. I am well. I am fine.
And here's a little bonus tip that you'll hear constantly once you start listening for it. Sometimes bien is used to just mean very or really. So if someone says something is bien caliente, they're not saying it's well hot. They're saying it is very hot. It's a fantastic conversational trick to have up your sleeve. Okay, let's get to the main event, the number one trap that almost every single person falls into when they're starting out. This is where knowing the difference isn't just a grammar point, it's absolutely critical. So, you're in that conversation. Someone asks you, ¿Cómo estás? How are you? And you're feeling great. Your brain immediately goes to, I am good. But wait, which good is it? What you say next is a huge tell. And this right here shows you exactly why this is such a big deal. If you say estoy bien, you're saying I'm fine or I'm well. Perfect, that's what you mean. But if you say soy bueno, you're saying something completely different. You're not talking about your health. You're talking about being a morally good person.
No, seriously, it literally means I am a morally righteous person, which, is a bit of a bold statement to make when someone's just asking how your day is going. It can sound really awkward, maybe even a little arrogant. So just burn this into your brain. When someone asks, ¿Cómo estás?, the answer is always, estoy bien.
Okay, so how do we avoid that awkwardness? How do we make the right choice automatically without even thinking about it? Let's build a quick little decision guide you can use anytime. Here you go, a simple two-step test. First, ask yourself, am I talking about a thing, a person, place, or object? If the answer is yes, you use bueno. If the answer is no, ask the second question. Am I talking about an action or how I feel? If yes, you use bien. That's it. That's the whole flowchart.
Let's throw in a few more handy tips to make this even easier. The well test is a lifesaver. If you can say well in your English sentence, you can almost always use bien. Now,
food can be a little tricky. If something tastes really good, you say está bueno. But if you're just saying something is okay or acceptable, like, yeah, it's fine, you use está bien. That's a really subtle distinction that makes a big difference.
Okay, so let's look at some of the most common mistakes you can avoid them. You're describing the action of speaking, so it's habla bien. A book is a thing, a noun, so it's un buen libro. And you're describing your state of being, so it's estoy bien. Seeing these mistakes helps cement the right way to do it.
And if you want one single sentence to remember that puts it all together, this is it. Memorize this little mantra. El buen estudiante lo hace bien. You see? The good student, that's buen describing the student, a noun, does it well. That's bien describing the action. It's the whole lesson in one sentence. It's perfect.
So, let's bring it all home. The main takeaway? Bueno is for things, bien is for actions. It really is that simple. Now you've got the tools. You've got the cheat codes. All you have to do is go out there and use them. So, what's the first conversation where you're going to nail this? Thanks for tuning in.